Hi guys, welcome back to Cake Journal. I'm Sydney, and today we're going to be doing a really fun video. We're going to be doing 4 truffles for Thanksgiving. One is a little bit more for the kids, and then we have 3 that are more themed around the holiday. I'm really excited, so let's get started and jump into our first recipe. So for this first recipe, we're making pecan pie truffles. I'm so excited for these, you have no idea. So what you're gonna first do is you're gonna need a medium-sized bowl, and you're gonna add your dry ingredients first. So we have about 8 graham crackers, like the whole graham crackers crushed, which is about a cup of graham crackers. You're gonna add that. You're gonna add a cup of dark brown sugar, then 2.5 cups of pecans, and they should be chopped. And lastly, you're gonna add half a teaspoon of salt. So once you have all your ingredients in the bowl, you're gonna wanna stir it. And this is when you wanna use your hands, because all of this ingredients is it's harder to use a mixer, especially with pecans and nuts, since so much of it is the nuts. So what you're gonna do is just mix it with your hands. Once you have it just combined, you're gonna add your next ingredients. So this is 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Then you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So once you have your mixture, the next step is to roll them into little balls. So I'm gonna need a baking sheet. Thank you very much. And parchment paper. Thank you again. Once your parchment paper is taped down, we're going to start rolling the mixture into like little walnut-sized balls that you're gonna wanna chill for about 2 hours in the freezer or fridge. So once you roll your balls, we're gonna stick this in the freezer for about 2 hours. Okay, so once your pecan pie truffles are all cooled and chilled, we're gonna move on to the next step. You're gonna take around 7 ounces of some dark chocolate and microwave it for about 1.5 minutes. So once that is completely melted, you're gonna just stir it up and get ready to coat your balls with this chocolate. So just take it one ball and just coat the entire thing in chocolate. And sprinkle some pecans on it, on top of it like so. Or you can do graham crackers, it's up to you. Okay, so I actually put them on a different plate. This is what they look like completed, and you can put them in the fridge for about 1 to 2 hours to let them chill again, harden, get the hot chocolate harden, or you can let them actually chill at room temperature and let them harden there too. So they are all completed. This next recipe is probably the one that I'm most excited for. It's the red velvet Oreo truffles. First thing you're gonna want to do is get a large bowl, and you're gonna need a package of red velvet cake mix. This is actually red velvet, it is brown, I know. But you're actually gonna wanna use cake mix. You do not wanna follow the box mix recipe. You're gonna wanna follow this recipe because it is different from the box. So yeah, you're gonna just add the cake mix to the bowl though. This is 6 tablespoons of vegetable oil. See, that's like where it's different. You usually don't use 6 tablespoons of vegetable oil. It's something different. I think it's more actually. You're gonna wanna use 2 eggs, crack them in there. 1 stick of butter melted. And lastly, you're gonna wanna use 1 packet of instant pudding mix. And I'm just using Jello brand. You wanna use vanilla. You want to use vanilla pudding mix for this recipe, so it complements the flavor as well. You can either use a spoon or a hand mixer, but it's up to you. I'm going to be using a spoon for this part, just because I'm lazy. And you're just going to stir it up like you would just like a cake mix. It's like the olden days. So, once your cake mix looks so good that you want to eat it raw, you're gonna prepare the next step, and you're gonna actually bake this for 20 to 25 minutes in an oven that's set to 350 degrees. And spread it out because it's not normal cake mixture texture, it's a lot thicker. Once that's all in the pan, you're ready to put that in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. So we're gonna do that now. So once your mixture is in the oven, we're ready for the next step. So we're gonna need some Oreos for it. We can use, I guess they're all coming at one time then. Anyway, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna need red Velvet Oreos and or regular Oreos. It's really up to you. I'm using both because why not? And what you're gonna do is add it to a Ziploc bag. You're gonna wanna use a total of 1 package of Oreos for this, so I'm just gonna split it half and half really. The next step is to Ziploc the bag shut because you do not want that to be open for this. And you're gonna, this is a meat tenderizer, I believe, I'm not sure of the term, but you're gonna bang these until they're entirely crushed up.
Stop. Hammer time.
All right, you're done. So once your cake is finished, we're ready to move on to the next step of this recipe. This is the fun part, so what you're gonna wanna do is take your cake that has cooled off a bit and basically scoop it and, you know, crush it up into like little pieces. It's kind of you're destroying your art piece, but that's okay. Next step is the fun part, and you're gonna take your cream cheese, and you're gonna wanna use an entire package of cream cheese, so that's 8 ounces, and you're just gonna stick it in the mixture, and you're gonna add your Oreos also. And you're just gonna mix the entire mixture with your hands. All right, so next step is to roll your mixture into balls once it's completely done, and then you're gonna wanna put this in the freezer for about 1 to 2 hours. So next step of this recipe is to take some milk chocolate or white chocolate, it's up to you. You're gonna wanna stick it in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes. So now you just wanna stir the chocolate up and dip your balls into them. We are ready to start our next recipe, and that's our pumpkin spice truffle balls. For this next recipe, we're gonna start off with adding 2 ingredients. So what you're gonna need is about 2 ounces, or I would say like 1/4 of a package of cream cheese. That's the best way for me to measure it, but it's 2 ounces of cream cheese. And then you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar. And all you're gonna wanna do for this is combine it with a hand mixer for about 1 to 2 minutes until it's completely blended. So once that's completely combined, you're gonna wanna add 1/3 cup of pumpkin puree. Yummy. So then you're gonna need 1 3/4 cup of graham crackers that have been crushed up using the same method that I used for the Oreos. You're also gonna need 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin spice and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And you're going to stir that with the mixer. Then you're gonna wanna take around 4 ounces of white chocolate that is like in morsels, and then you're gonna wanna heat that up till it's completely melted, because you're actually gonna add this inside of the mixture, which makes it so good. I can't even tell you. So put this in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes. So you should be done microwaving that. It's really hot, so make sure you use one of these. Then you're gonna wanna stir that mixture and then add it directly in there before it melts again. I feel like adding this white chocolate to the mixture is really what makes this truffle taste so good. Because a lot of truffles are really consisted of more of like a cakey mixture, and they never really, I've never had a truffle with melted chocolate in it, so this is the first time I have, and it really is, oh, it's super hot. It's really great though. Then you're gonna wanna stir that melted chocolate in there. So once this is completely mixed, the next step is to roll them into balls. I already did that and stuck them in the fridge. You can stick them in the fridge for 1 to 24 hours. It's up to you. For me, I just let it sit for about 2 hours in the fridge. So we're going to magically have freezed balls already. Okay, so we have our truffles. They've been chilling for about 2 hours, and we're ready to move on to the next step, which is coating them. Thank you very much. So we're gonna need your plate, and you're gonna need some white chocolate and graham crackers, or anything, you can use semi-sweet chocolate. It's really up to you. I like the white chocolate and graham crackers for this particular. So we're gonna melt this chocolate for about 1.5 minutes. And basically what you're gonna be doing with the melted chocolate is dipping the balls and then immediately putting a little bit of this on top. You don't have to roll the entire thing. You can just sprinkle a little bit. It's up to you. Okay, so this is all melted and we want to do this fast before it melts again. So take your ball and, oops, oh no, come back here. And then we're going to roll it. I'm actually going to be putting these back on the parchment paper because you're going to want to let these freeze for a little bit. And I'm putting some of this graham cracker on top of it. And that's basically what you're going to do until all of these balls are completely covered. So once you have your truffles on this thing, even though it's really messy, that's okay because you're gonna transfer it anyway, so don't even worry about it. And you're gonna stick this in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours until it's ready to serve. This next recipe is the salted nut roll truffle. You're gonna take about 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Next, you're gonna add 1/2 cup of honey, and then you're gonna add 1 cup of non-fat dry milk powder. Then you're just gonna stir that up. So after you combine that, you're gonna form a little ball, and then you're gonna stick your finger in it, and put a marshmallow in the side and just kind of roll the truffle around it. And then to complete it, you're gonna just take the truffle and roll it around in the nuts so it's completely covered in nuts. So you kind of have this ball that looks like a nut ball, and you're just gonna place it down like that. And then you're gonna do that until you're finished. So once you're completely finished rolling them into balls, I have 9 of them here. You could stick them in the fridge until they're hardened. That's what I would do because they are soft. And I'd stick them in the fridge for about, again, an hour or so, an hour or 2, and then you're done. Alright guys, so that was a full tutorial for all the 4 truffles. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you try them out, leave them on our Facebook page at Cake Journal so we can see them, or comment down below if you tried any of these recipes out. And then also subscribe to our channel right down there, hit that button, and keep growing our community. Also give this video a thumbs up and like our Facebook page. Check us out on Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram. That's it. Thanks guys so much for watching, and see you guys next time.